refereed by Jimmy Chen and Steve Scarda. Got Acevedo in on a shot. McCrone, though, trying to get a corner. Potentially trying to cradle him up.
And McCrone so far.
There's going to be the takedown from McCrone.
McCrone has 2 tech falls this season.
Acevedo's still holding on to the leg, though. But we'll get a stalemate restart.
So they'll be back to neutral. Brendan McCrone, the redshirt sophomore from Willoughby, Ohio, and Lake Catholic High School.
I still feel it's still fresh enough to remind everyone a takedown's worth 3 points now. I myself still forget. It used to be worth 2, it's worth 3 now.
There's been some changes in the NCAA rules. Of course, last year some changes were made.
Yeah, big one, especially that the 125-pounders appreciate is the 2-hour weigh-ins for dual meets. It used to be 1 hour and 2 hours for tournaments, but now it's 2 hours for both. Especially these lightweight guys who didn't have a lot of time to recover because they're usually the first matches and oftentimes they're cutting the most weight. They really appreciate that.
Gives you a little bit more time. Heard from the guys, went back there in the Jennings facility. You can tell they were very appreciative of that.
So McCrone got a boot in on the left side. Trying to crunch him up. Maybe his boot's going to slip out.
McCrone
and there's got the cradle locked.
Looking to go for the pin.
He's got 4 near fall. Doesn't have a good enough position, I would say, to get a fall here. He's going to need to readjust.
McCrone will get back on top. 4-point near fall will give it 7-0 in favor of McCrone.
And he's got the cradle rocked right back up.
McCrone being decisive and attacking early here has not given any room to his opponent.
There he gets that leg extended on the left side. Now he can take him over. And there's back points getting counted again. Looks like a much better position here. And there's the pin.
Brendan McCrone gets the pin and takes it for Ohio State in the 125 weight class.
2 minutes, 27 seconds. Didn't even get out of the first period.
What a job by Brendan McCrone. What did you like from that? He had the cradle originally, gets the near fall, repositions himself, and gets the pin.
Yeah, the big thing. So he had that cradle on the 5'9" is pretty tall for a 141-pounder. Good thing started off here.
And Jesse Mendez, as we've seen all season, very aggressive. Got a tech fall victory against Isaiah Powell, who he faced in the second round of the NCAA championship from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, won 23-7.
No takedown there. Jesse almost had the go behind, but Hoyle able to circle out of it.
Locked arms. Hoyle looking to shoot in.
It's good aggression by both guys. Both guys are trying things, seeing what works. There's a nice underhook. We've got body lock by Mendez, it looks like. See if he goes big here. On the edge. Look for an inside trip, and it's going to be a throw by Hoyle. Not able to keep his lock, though. No takedown yet. Jesse going for the... And they're going to go out of bounds. A lot happened there. Still 0-0.
Mendez and Hoyle both going quickly here. Hoyle knows he's facing the number 2 ranked wrestler at the 141 weight class. Has to be aggressive.
And there's going to be a takedown by Jesse Mendez. Gets the go behind.
And Mendez just so quick on his feet. You just see there, just quickly shoots around, immediately gets the takedown.
Yeah, just really good reaction. Got quick sprawl, defend the shot, then capitalize on it. The lesser you can get that time between those two actions, the better. And we're on the edge. No takedown yet. A danger call, but it's going to stop.
Mendez looking for the takedown. His toes just at the edge of the circle, staying in bounds.
It's like Mendez just needs to get that right arm through, and there's going to be the takedown. On the edge of the mat. They're going to go out and get a restart.
Back-to-back takedowns for Jesse Mendez.
Looks like Mendez wants an optional start.
Mendez in his career overall 56-11, has 14 wins by tech fall.
Mendez makes Hoyle work for the escape. You can, in that situation, just start neutral and give up the point, but a lot of guys like to use the optional start still and just kind of make that guy work up and use a little more energy, and maybe if he makes a mistake, you can capitalize on it.
And if you're head coach, Franco, what are you telling Justin Hoyle? Is he's trying to be aggressive? Is that something he comes out and tries to do here?
A little too big of a club there from Hoyle. Might be getting a little frustrated. Why be telling him now? You know, stay collected, and again, you got to try to get to your shots, but it's going to be tough against a guy like Mendez as he gets another takedown.
Another takedown for Jesse Mendez, up by 9. We have 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Mendez jumping on Hoyle early. Mendez looking for the takedown again.
Looking for a cradle, it looks like. Not quite able to get that leg. He's got the far arm locked up. Just 12 seconds to work. Looks like he's just going to be content again, riding out the period, but finishing out on top, which is great.
A great first period for Jesse Mendez. Able to build a 9-point lead against his foe, Justin Hoyle.
Hoyle's choice, and he's going to take bottom to start the second. Let's see if Jesse tries to ride him a little bit or lets him out. He's got 53 seconds of riding time. I don't think he's worried about, I need to capitalize and get as many seconds now as I can to make sure I get that point. So it looks like he's going to try to ride him a little bit. It hasn't broken down already.
And just how important is ride time? I think a lot of people know what ride time is but don't understand the importance of what it can be.
Yeah, it depends. If it's a close match, it could be the difference of, getting your hand raised or not. He's going to get a roll-through tilt attempt, not able to get it through. It's one of those points that just kind of sometimes sneaks up on you you're not quite aware of, but it can be the difference of winning the match or getting a major or a tech fall. It's a little bit less important now that we have 3-point. And there's Jesse has him on his back. He's flat for a pin.
And Jesse Mendez gets the pin against Justin Hoyle. 2 pins in 3 matches for the Buckeyes. 3 minutes, 40 seconds, and that will do it in the 141.
Yeah, I was saying the riding time point isn't as much of an impact now that we have 3-point takedown.
Dual competition.
Like you mentioned, 2 years ago, suffers that gunshot wound. Initially, we're just praying that he's going to survive it. And then, a couple weeks after, that was pretty much known that he was going to survive the wound, but wasn't sure if he was going to be able to even walk again. Then last year, he was able to rehab to the point where he can walk, clearly walking right now. But last year the question was, is he going to return to wrestling? He took that season off, again, further rehab, and here he is wrestling.
Coach Ryan said Sasso has unwavering determination to wrestle again after that injury, and what a story it has been for him to be back on the mat.
Yeah. So the big question in everyone's mind is, and we haven't really had the opportunity to get an answer to this question yet, is it the same Sammy Sasso from 2 years ago? Sammy Sasso was a national runner-up 2 years ago, and the question is he going to be able to return to that? He's up 2 weight classes, so that's a battle in and of itself. He was at 149. He skipped 157 pounds, is now at 165, and you can tell by looking at him, he's a much bigger guy. As he gets the takedown there with a roll-through attempt from Mosher.
Sasso immediately gets the takedown, puts him up 3 points, and Coach Ryan had talked about if he wouldn't make the team at 165, they would try him at 157. He gained some weight during his recovery, not being fat per se, but just gaining some of that weight as he looks for the pin.
Not able to get any near fall there. It's hanging onto a leg now, and that's going to be a stalling call or a count. but he's going to let go right before the 5 count, and that's going to be an escape. Yeah, skipped over. And there was speculation even prior to that event that he would go up from 149 to 157. He was a big 149-pounder, might have been struggling a little bit to make that weight. So obviously skips over that. Being out, not able to condition and strength train and do all those things for that time, it's harder to keep that weight off. But now that he's back into the flow of things, he might have a little easier time getting down to that 157.
And to your credit, Coach Ryan mentioned, said they always thought that Sasso could wrestle at 157.
Nice duck under attempt.
Sasso, you talk about even if he's not wrestling at 100%, even if it's 70%, 70% is a lot more than a lot of guys in this country.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be competitive at the NCAA D1 level. It's just a matter of to what extent. Is that NCAA qualifier? Is that NCAA All-American? Or does he have a shot at the title?
Sasso with the takedown.
And 165 pounds, that's a different weight class than 149. Guys are bigger, guys are stronger. Some of the things that may have worked at 149 might not work as well at 165, but a high-level wrestler like Sasso, you're going to make some adjustments.
And that he has. He's won both of his bouts in the dual meets against the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and Edinburgh, 12-6 and 13-9, both by decision.
And he's going to finish the period on top. It's 6-1 advantage. Just over a minute of riding time at 1:04. Sasso's choice, and he's going to take bottom to start.
He'll take bottom to start the second period, and with a 5-point advantage, 6-1. Hofstra still yet to score a point, as Ohio State leads the meet 24-0. So far, good job by Kyle Mosher, not allowing Sasso to break free.
Sasso needs to stay extended here. And he's going to get to his feet, has hand control, and gets the escape. Gets a left or right side underhook.
Kyle Mosher looking for the upset. Sasso started the season unranked, coming back from injury. Now a number 11 wrestler in the 165 weight class, according to Intermat.
Mosher deep in on a shot, is doubled off, but not able to finish quite yet. This is Sasso's bread and butter, though. Looks like he's in trouble, but he's very comfortable in this position. Locked in the crotch, trying to get that ankle hooked, and there it is. And he's going to get the takedown.
Great job by Sammy Sasso, getting 3 takedowns so far, under a minute remaining in the second period, a 9-point advantage.
Has a left side armbar, but Mosher able to slip out of it and get to his feet. There's an escape. 35 seconds left here. Sasso leading 10-2. Still over a minute of riding time. 1:05. Super duck attempt. Not able to make it work though. Is able to grab into a leg. Sasso has him extended though.
Sasso very calm though, has his left arm extended right underneath the thigh of Mosher.
Trying to hook that near leg. But gonna run out of time. Mosher's choice heading into the third. And he'll take bottom as well.
Mosher will look to escape quickly here and try to get some points as fast as possible. Sammy Sasso, a 8-point lead, 1 period left to go.
Sasso goes right side boot. Mosher gonna hip him down into a crab ride now, trying to get some separation. Left side half. Sasso trying to figure out which way to take him. And it looks like he's getting some separation. Sasso got to watch his back. He's trying to reach back, and he's going to bail. And there's going to be escape.
Good job by Sammy Sasso, just reading the situation, recognizing he has to bail, just giving up that point with a lead that stretches over 7 points.
Yep. Sasso staying aggressive, gets in on a deep high crotch. And he's going to double off. Didn't quite grab the far leg, though, I don't think. Mosher just hanging on to an ankle.
Sasso just trying to get around.
Now Mosher head inside shot. And we're going to get a stalemate. 41 seconds to go, so Sasso just a second and a half away from locking up riding time. Riding time will give him a major if no other points are scored.
30 seconds remaining in the period. Sasso up by 7.
Looks like Mosher might want like a gator roll or something.
Sasso well on his way to getting his 50th win in dual competition.
Mosher trying to go big, but Sasso not letting him get to it. He's going to get a takedown.
Looks like Sasso will get the major decision. He's looking for more.
Got to be careful there. Will be an escape point at the end, but that's not going to be enough to prevent the major from Sammy Sasso, 14-4.
And Sasso makes it his 50th win in dual competition. Now has an overall record of 97-12.
It's 3 points away from 100. That's an exclusive